To have a open kitchen concept, we demoed this wall. The utilities were in this wall, so now we need to relocate the gas. So we're going to relocate it to a smaller column on the side, so we don't have a big, huge column or obstruction in the center island.
Justin began by using a circular saw with a diamond blade to cut the concrete, and to reduce the dust, we sprayed the blade with water constantly. He used the saw to create an outline to cut the perimeter prior to using the demolition hammer to chip out the concrete. As Justin was chipping the concrete, he ran into the water line and busted the pipe and runs to shut the water off. To fix it, he cuts out the damaged pipe, sands the edges, and replaced it with a shark bite repair coupler. After Justin fixed the water line, he proceeded to reroute the gas line through the wall and under the concrete slab. He also added a new conduit for electrical circuits at the kitchen island, and once completed, he placed concrete at the slab. Lastly, Justin built the pony wall for the kitchen island, ran the gas line to the location where the oven will go, and then he ran the wire for all the future electrical outlets. Once he was done, he closed the pony wall framing with drywall, and now we're almost ready for kitchen cabinets. While working on the kitchen island, Justin checked the existing electrical for the house and traced which electrical breaker served each area of the house. After this was completed, he began installing the recessed lighting we ordered from Amazon in the kitchen and living room areas. He used a laser level to lay out the final locations for the lights, and once the layout was complete, he used a 6-inch drill bit to cut out the drywall for the light fixtures. To limit the time required for work in the attic, Justin prepared the junction boxes and wiring on the ground. Once we were ready to install them in the attic, I fished the junction boxes and wiring up to the attic through the holes, and Justin tied the new wiring into an existing lighting circuit. Once this was completed, we connected the light fixtures and turned the power back on. It is so rewarding to see the new light fixtures brighten up the house.
So the next project we're working on is removing the window so we can extend the kitchen cabinetry all the way through, and we're going to have a full height cabinet on this side. So with the install of the cabinet, it's going to conflict with the window, so we feel that there's no need for the window. So we're going to go ahead and take it out and replace the siding on the back side of the house.
Justin removed all the exterior trim around the window and door. He had to do this to be able to replace the entire sheet of hardy plank. He tried salvaging the hardy plank trim, but once he removed it, it was real brittle. Once all the trim was removed, he removed the existing hardy plank and window. He installed new framing to close up the opening, and once the framing was in place, he installed a new felt paper which acts as our waterproof membrane. He overlapped the existing felt paper, and once the felt paper was complete, he installed a new hardy plank. We were lucky the new sheets matched the existing panels, but it looks like the previous owners replaced the entire backside of the house at one time. Justin finished by reinstalling the trim that he was able to salvage, but we will have to buy an additional trim piece to complete the work. We will come back and caulk and paint the exterior at a later date. We are focused on finishing the interior so we can move in as soon as possible.
We have completed patching the walls in the entire house. Now it's time for tape and float. We've hired a contractor to perform that work. They're supposed to be starting next week. In the meantime, I'm going to help them out and start doing some of the work. We also have some terrible texture around the entire house, so we're going to float the entire walls throughout the house to get rid of that texture.
The finisher we plan to use has not been able to start due to crew availability. In the meantime, we have started some other work so we can start installing kitchen cabinets. We will follow up later this week to see if there is any update on a new start date, but we have also reached out to a few other contractors to see their availability and pricing. We called Texas Gas Service to turn on the gas. They ended up performing an inspection of the interior to make sure it was safe to turn the gas on. It was determined we need an inspection by the City of Austin prior to them turning the gas on. This is an issue as we were trying to avoid going through the city for our improvements. And in the meantime, we will continue to work as nothing has happened and are going to talk to a few plumbers to get their input on how to deal with this. If you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.